Alright, check Blackwater, like you said.
We're kind of caught in the middle between people. We're caught in the middle of a feud between two groups, and they're each trying to get us to help them on their side. So we're gonna try to meet with everybody today and see what we even want to do.
I think you're hearing coyote.
You're fine. It's just a little dog.
Sorry, I heard howling. I thought it was wolves.
Check into town if you want to see if anybody's around.
All right. So nothing. I doubt there's anyone here. Looks pretty empty.
Dutch is checking.
I should write the Van Cleefs. You still want me to?
Yeah.
You're gonna need to give me their number.
Oh, I thought that they had sent you something as well.
Nope. Just Carter.
How do you know that they want to talk to us then?
Has the letter. You got.
Oh, because of my letter, alright. 68933. You can let him know that you're speaking on behalf of me.
Alright. I'm assuming no one's here.
I didn't see anyone though.
Alright. Onward. Alright, let's go over here.
Is that the lake?
That's the lake.
Yeah, to our left.
The house that I'm assuming her to be is the one at the very end.
Alright, well, hopefully
That's where
they're
I
there.
used to live.
Don't see anything from here.
You used to live there. Any good spots for an ambush?
No. It's a fucked up spot. The only spot that you could maybe use for an ambush is the fucking hill above it.
I don't expect any foul play, but I just, you know, someplace I could set my eyes just to keep a lookout.
I don't expect any foul play either, seeing as what Apollo said about her. And she said that she would be unarmed. No trouble.
Alright.
But it's always good to keep those things in mind.
Yep. Yeah, I see her.
Yep. One horse, nobody on the ledge from what I can see.
Alright, let's go in there peaceful like. Put your guns away.
You want to talk?
One of those days, huh?
Don't you think I've had the pleasure of formally meeting you?
Well, not yet anyway.
Might I ask you, do you know me?
I've heard of you. I've seen you.
Hmm.
But I don't know you personally, no.
I just know you're working with the horsemen, that's about it.
The horsemen don't exist no more.
Well,
Why is that?
It's because Sonny and Lip went to France. And they're not coming back. Because Sonny's dying there.
well,
And
can't exactly say if someone of that caliber is gonna be missed.
excuse me?
Sonny.
And again I say, excuse me?
You realise he's the one fixing to hurt you real fucking bad, eh?
Yeah, no shit I know.
And you're still okay with that?
Of course I'm not. Naturally I'm not okay with that. I didn't, he's one of my first friends. But of course that shook me up. I'm not just going to stand here and say that that was fine. However, just like everyone else with every single thing in the state, it was solved by fucking shooting him.
Would you prefer we ask politely not to have you tortured and strung up?
No shit, of course not. That wouldn't have fucking worked with Sonny. I didn't know what would have. But I'm sick of people using guns for fucking everything.
There's only one language people understand in this world, love.
Sure. Sure there's. Then he give me that shit.
There's only one kind of language that somebody like Sonny Darman, formerly known as Cosmo fucking Cray, understands. I have been in the same fucking position that he was as a fucking Cray. I am, and I will say it. If or when he dies, I'll miss him, because he was my fucking nephew. But that does not mean that I will not stand up for my own way of view in this fucking world. I do not stand idly by and watch innocent people getting fucking hurt over nothing. Never have. Never will.
He came
He
to
knew
us
that.
for advice on how to handle it and what to do.
I
Once we heard,
gave him the advice. I told him not to, but he was fighting every single second about why he wanted to do what he was finding a justification to hurt you.
you betrayed the horsemen, you were going to hurt people, all that sort of shit. Didn't make right sense coming from his mouth, but we figured he was a little bit off his rocker, so we did something about it.
Sonny's always been troubled. If you consider him a nephew, you of all people should know that. And trust me, like I said, Sonny's not the one that I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is that you tied up Lip and kept him there while you shot his fucking husband.
He tried
That's
to.
what I'm
He
upset
opened
about.
fire
But wait,
on us.
Hold on. You want to know why the fuck he was there?
Go on.
We told him multiple fucking times to leave. He did not fucking want to. Sonny knew what was going to happen. He was begging me to tell Lip to leave. He didn't.
Of course not. You kept his husband there.
I told Sonny, and I told the others. Then we're going to take you away and make sure that your husband won't see it. That's when Sonny decided to run. Lip pulled a gun, shot towards me. He was tied up out of our fucking safety and his own. Because if he shot one more time, I would have shot him too.
Did you expect him not to? You were
Of
shooting
course.
at his husband.
Of course, we fucking expected it. However, he was never supposed to be fucking there.
Yes, but did you think he was going to leave? What I'm not understanding is how you heard about Sonny wanted to hurt somebody, using violence for whatever means he saw necessary, and you thought, all right, the best way to handle this is with more violence. I'm just going to shoot him. There was other things you could have done, and if not, at least you could have just kept Lip out of this. At the very least, I know that he wouldn't have left because no shit, you were all stabbed.
We tried to meet with Sonny. Some shit happened which caused them to suddenly run off together. However, unfortunately for them, for the entire situation, I already had caught some people up to speed, which meant the story was out. At that point, our hands were fucking forced. If we didn't, Sonny would have done something irrational. Shit happened. And I'm sorry, but you're talking to a lifelong fucking criminal. Violence, sure. It's something that I know. But don't think that I choose to shoot first and ask questions later. I've had multiple situations in my fucking life where I've let people walk where other people would have shot. But when it comes to protecting innocence, there is no other way of dealing with it at that point.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
You could have done fucking something. I can't believe that the only thing that you could have done is shoot him. I didn't believe that at all. If he's truly your nephew, you could have talked to him or done something.
I
not-
talked to him. He did not fucking listen.
Because it's Sonny. But Lip said that he started to listen to him. Lip said that he was starting to listen and that Lip said that he was trying to change and that it was a cry for help. And if you can't see that when you say that you're as close to him as him being your nephew and you decide to be a hypocrite and shoot him, then that's...
Don't ever call me a fucking hypocrite when it comes
But
to that
that's
shit.
what you are. You decided to shoot him after you told him not to hurt nobody. You're a hypocrite for that.
I did not shoot him because of the fact that he was solely only wanting to hurt somebody innocent. I did it because what would have happened to him if he had tortured you and the truth would have come out, which it always fucking does. he would have been hunted down like a fucking dog.
Oh, so you did him a mercy, did you? You did him a mercy.
In the criminal world, yes. I don't expect a civilian like yourself to understand the way that my fucking world works.
Oh, I understand perfectly fine.
No,
I
you
understand.
don't.
I understand perfectly fine that you shot the man because you were saving him from something worse. Lip said that he was changing his mind, and you shot him, and now he's just off to France just to die because the last place he wants to die is in New Alexandria where people like you are walking down. You.
Miss McManus, what's your goal here outside of lecturing us on moral complications?
I want you to apologize to Lip. That's what I want
won't.
you to do.
The man you just said's off to France.
I
not.
already
You can
fucking
send him a
apologized.
letter.
Kiwi, I already apologized in the fucking moment that he didn't want to listen. I'm not going to apologize again. I did once. I'm not sorry for Sonny getting shot. I'm sorry for him having been there.
I understand you're hurt, Miss McManus, but at the same time, we did what was reasonable to us at the time being, and we didn't want to see someone like yourself being tortured just to spite another person getting close to the horseman. It's not a fair or just world, and we've done some, not admirable things, but we do it for good reasons. And it's not, I'm not saying you're wrong. Life's not fair, and if we could have a perfect society where people didn't want to torture other people or try to hurt other people, then we would all be singing daisies, wouldn't we? But we're not. We didn't want Lip to be there, we didn't want Lip to be hurt, and Sonny was on a warpath to torture you and frame it on someone else he wanted away from the horseman. That's what he told us.
And Sonny didn't even fucking know about you being a fucking target of his.
Lip, you mean?
He didn't. Lip didn't know.
Well, hey. Listen, you still need to apologize. You didn't understand.
Okay, alright. If we apologize, how's that going to help you sleep at night? What's done is done. And you clearly are distraught about this. I mean, look at you, you've been drinking yourself knackered, and you're having a bit of a panic attack.
That's not
How
your
is this
concern.
going? How the fuck is this gonna help Lip? What will it do? He won't give a shit.
He's with his
The last
husband
thing
and
he
he's
said to
safe
me-
in some place he loves. With
The
him.
last thing that he said to us is, "I'm going to kill every single fucking one of you."
That was his last words to us.
Do you believe him?
And you think I... No. Am I telling you that I'm blamed? No.
No,
But if that's the sentiment that he has, what would my apology do to him? Nothing. I already gave my apology. I'm not going to apologize twice.
We weren't going around bragging about us doing this. We felt right terrible having him be at the wrong place at the wrong time. We wanted Sonny to be punished because he was on a warpath to hurt you, and as soon as he got to his husband, he did a 180 and changed his mind, even though he was adamant that it didn't matter what happened to Sonny as long as the Lip was safe. He didn't care about preserving himself. He wanted to just hurt you because apparently you were a traitor to the horseman and associating with people he weren't supposed to associate with, and then he wanted to frame it on somebody else. Now, I'm telling you the right truth of it, because that's what happened, alright? I wouldn't bullshit you. You're obviously going through enough right now. And you're obviously going through the motions of having this, whatever this is, alright? But I'm telling you the truth honestly and kindly enough. Now, if the only thing you want from us is an apology to the Lip, that ain't gonna happen. Already been done. And the last thing we got in kindness is that he promised to kill each and every last one of us. Now, if we were petty men and women, which we're not, we would go after him and hunt him down in France and try to get for even speaking out of turn like that. But obviously, there's a lot of emotions going on right now. So we're gonna let bygones be bygones in that regard. But there is nothing else that we could possibly do outside of lecturing each other until we're in the grave. Now, is that what you want
I
us to
could-
do right now?
In
No,
that moment when he threatened us, I could have shot him. If I truly wanted Leonard, I could have shot him. I didn't. That was not my goal. Unfortunately, he was there. Shit fucking happens.
And the only reason
yeah,
he was
It
tied
might
up...
sound cruel coming from me. However, know one thing. I will always be the villain to a lot of people. And I'm not going to apologize about that. I'm an outlaw. I do shit the way that we see fit. Civilians don't understand the wicked ways of our fucking world.
And it's a luxury
don't
that...
wake.
It's a luxury for you.
You don't wake up every single day thinking who's going to betray me now, who is going to do shit that I will need to shoot them for.
Yeah, but what I do need to think every day is, am I gonna lose somebody today or not? Because I can't do anything. I can't shoot somebody. I was me too, and that's the worst thing that ever happened to me. And I understand that that's a privilege, but every day I need to wonder if I'm gonna lose somebody else. And no, I've lost 2 more very good people. And you can see what you like about Sonny. Trust me, when he left, I didn't think highly of him neither. But honestly, if you'd shot me on the spot right there, I think you would have done me mercy.
My mercy was not letting him live to get hunted down. The thing that I saw creeping up in those last few days, I saw Cosmo Cray, not Sonny Darman. What I did is I shot him to make sure that he got remembered at least as Sonny and not as Cosmo. How do you think his friends want to remember him, as the guy that tortured you to keep his husband safe, blah 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 blah, and all that bullshit, or as the guy that got himself killed by an outlaw, but it is still the lovable husband and the protective guy? Think people would prefer to remember him like that?
No, because lips hit you've been talking, so they no longer think that no more.
He made his own choices, love. You need to understand that.
But
Let me point it like this. Sonny, no matter which way you want to paint it, was still an outlaw. He used to be a Cray. He knows the rules of this fucking world. He knows how criminals act, and he knew the moment that he asked me about advice. He knew how I viewed the torture of innocence, and how I have acted upon that before. He knew well-heartedly, and he still asked me. And he still fought every single thing that I tried to throw at him when it came to trying to not let him torture you. He was going to do it no matter what. If I'm gonna be painted as the bad guy and be seen as the bad guy to this fucking state for protecting an innocent, then I will do it fucking 10 times over. I don't care how you view me. I don't care how a lot of people view me. However, if people ask me about the truth, then I will tell them the truth. I'm not gonna go around fucking shouting it from the rooftops. But if people want to know, I'll tell them. But if people want to keep me as a fucking bad guy, I'll be that bad guy.
You're obviously
So to
going through
you-
a lot of pain right now. And I'm sorry that we added on to that, but it wasn't intentional to be this magnified. People made their own choices in this regard, and we made our choices based on that. I
will say to you is I'm sorry for putting you in this position as well. But that is the only apology you will be getting from me.
There's nothing else we can do, Miss McMallish. What's done is done. Lip does not deserve any harm coming to him, and Lip is a very good person. Unfortunately, his husband made poor choices that involved hurting people on the sake of paranoia with no evidence in tow. Wanted to frame someone. Was it Silas Gaunt? Is that...
Yeah.
Mr. Gaunt was going to be framed for your torture because Sonny did not like the fact that he was getting so close to the horseman and felt Lip was in danger. He wanted our advice on how to best handle that because he was going to do it regardless of whether we said yay or nay on it. All right? And I'm telling you the bleeding truth.
Wait. What did you say? He was getting from side this way?
Because he was getting too close to the horseman and he wanted to protect Lip. So you had to be tortured to protect Lip. Because Sonny was going to torture you, write something bloody, leave you out to be found, and then frame it on Mr. Gaunt. So that Mr. Gaunt would be investigated and arrested, and he would be away from Lip so he can live in harmony. And you were expendable to Sonny because in his mind you portrayed the horseman and you were associating with people that were bad for the horseman. That was his words, not mine. I'm not casting any other devils on you than are already sought after, alright? I'm telling you the truth. Honest to God.
The reason why he decided no longer to go through with it at the end was not because of some refound sense of remembrance or thinking that it wasn't the right thing. No, he was no longer planning on doing it solely due to the fact that people knew that he was around. He had a disguise. We were supposed to call him Danny, but when he came close to Lip and people noticed that it was him, that's when he made the choice to no longer go after you because his disguise was made.
That's the only reason. Now, when we tried to confront him about this, something happened that we don't know about, which ended up making Lip and Sonny be together when they weren't supposed to. We were just supposed to talk with Sonny and probably shoot him, and then things escalated. Lip pulled out a gun and shot at us. That's when he was tied up and his gun was taken away. And that's when Sonny completely flipped over and said, I'm not going to do it anymore, just let him go. And our intention was to let him go, but last second, Sonny and Lip made a play, and things happened. That's the honest to God truth, and I wish I could give you better... I wish I could paint a prettier picture, but that's exactly what happened. The people of that caliber aren't as good as you think they are. And maybe they've been pushed to that point, but we're not the one who pushed them along the way. We just ended up here. We're not...
Now, there's something else. One second.
Sure. But...
Okay. No, I've been talking to some people, and I don't have any specific proof. Nobody has. But remember that the horseman got burned down. Somebody walked past Sonny, talked to them, and he smelled like smoke.
Yeah.
And
so
all
he
that
did
was
it.
said, he did.
He told Lip.
And... Are you serious? The lengths that this man will go to protect his husband. He wasn't right in the head. Clearly not. He burned down his own business. And then he tried to torture you.
I know.
You're the victim in all this, and it's not fair that you're dealing with all this shite. But we're not the bad guys in the situation. Sonny was already inherently lost by the time we got there. And when we heard what he was planning, we were appalled by it, so we did something about it. That's all this is. Clean and cut.
I'm sorry for dragging you to out here.
You're fine. You are fine, darling. It's understandable that you're going through all of this mess. But I'm trying to tell you, we're not the bad guys in the situation. We're not good men or women, but we're not evil. We understand what's going on from both sides. And we made a choice that no matter what way you hash it out, we're going to be seen as the villains of the situation. Bear said so as much. And it's not like we're unsympathetic. Of course we are. I feel right sorry for you that you had to go through all this. And I don't... I wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't. It's just...
I'm the one that got sighted closer to the horseman. I hired him for my bakery. Because I thought that it could help him stay out of Siska and stop him from doing bad things.
And that's all the reason that Sony needed to torture you.
Doing something good. Sonny, however, did not want to. The only thing that Sonny saw was his past. And now somebody with a criminal past getting too close to the lip. Not again. Not anymore. And he was going to go through any means necessary to make sure that he was never getting close to lip again. Or anybody. Hell, like, if this wasn't somebody that you hired, if somebody else had hired somebody with a criminal past, hell, if I was hired to get fucking working for your bakery, it would have been the same fucking thing, even if we were family. Which I do want to clarify, we're not blood related. We considered one another family because of our history with the Gray family. I am in pain because of what I did. But my own emotions cannot stand before the right decision. I never wanted to do it, but I needed to. Hell, I still don't know if the law is actively looking for us at this point. If they are, which most likely is the case, I'm most likely going to face capital punishment. And I knew that getting into this. You don't have to apologize about dragging us down here. We are willing and able to talk to people to explain to them the situation. Because people deserve to know the truth. But again, people need to search for it. I've been in your position with my generation of craze. What you're feeling now, people losing people left, right, and center. I've been in the same position. It hurts and it sucks. But it does get better.
I just want to be
Eventually.
done grieving.
I
I'm
know.
sick of losing people over and over. I'm just so tired.
I know.
I'm so tired.
I know.
And I can never do anything about it. No matter what I try to do, it always ends up with somebody dying or getting hurt or something else. And I just miss them.
I know. And I'm really sorry you're going through this. But the good news is that they're still alive. And that you can still talk to them. And you have to take your graces as they come. And I'm sorry you're dealing with these demons. I am, truly.
But
Look, it,
Sonny's dying. He had an infection. He is dying. He just didn't even want to die here and live. I asked him to send letters and he said that even if he did send any, he wouldn't be the man he was anymore.
I'm sorry.
I'm just sick of losing folk. I'm so tired of it.
I know. You have every right to be upset. As far as I can see through my point of view, your world's falling apart. No, I am sorry, darling. I am sorry. If there's any way we can help, we will try, within our rights. And we're here out of our good graces to answer questions and to help you with figuring this out, I suppose. But it's not fair.
No, it's not. And I know that Sonny wasn't truly a good man. He was still my friend. And I just wanted somebody to be angry at. Because otherwise I didn't know where else to put it all.
I know. And
that is fair.
we don't fault you for that. It's human.
I'm
And
sorry.
you're fine.
You're fine.
We're not angry at you.
If you want to be angry at me, if you want to hate me for what has happened, please do so and remember Sonny for what he was and not what he was turning into. Remember him as your friend.
Remember him as a good man you know him as, and not the cruel things he's done. We hold no ill will towards you, alright?
Okay.
Trust me, people get mad at us a lot. Kind of a part of the job. But
Yeah.
we're always reasonable to talk it out. Which is why we're here.
If I can give you some advice, stay near friends and don't do this alone. When I was going through this, I genuinely lost everyone, and I was alone for a long time. Might be the reason for why I'm as cold as I am now. Don't do that. If people that care about you, stay near them. Grieve together. Support one another.
Okay.
You staying at this house here?
Honestly, last night I just passed out here. But I could stay at Armadillo if I need to.
As long as you got a place to stay, because I think you need to rest. Sleep off this emotion and the alcohol. You'll be feeling a lot better in the morning. And
Yeah.
as awkward as it might seem, if you need friends, well, we're not all that bad folk once you get to know us.
Dutch.
Yeah.
You still have it on you.
Lips gun? I do.
Give it to her.
Alright.
It will most likely help her more than it does us.
There you go.
That's Lip's gun. Seeing as you are somebody that Lip cares about, and one of Lip's friends, I think you should be the one to keep it. Doesn't feel right for us to keep it. We only took it because of the situation.
It's ironic how I haven't held a gun in a while. I know the first one that I hold is Lips.
I think you would have liked for you to have had it.
I think you would have preferred if nobody had any guns at all.
True.
At the end of the day, it needs to be with someone special to him, and it needs to be, you know, used appropriately.
It needs to be kept by somebody that shares his morals and view.
And you seem like the best candidate for that.
He wouldn't want that gun to be used by us during crime. He would prefer for it to be in your possession. Somebody that prefers not to shoot and only does so if truly necessary.
The same brand's gotten me through some tough times as well.
Hmm.
I don't blame you. You have good taste.
Honestly, I wasn't drinking for the taste.
I don't know many people who do.
Yeah, especially that whiskey.
I could be a connoisseur of it.
Some charcoal flavored whiskey. Please do give it.
No, nothing that special, Bear.
Nah, goddamn. So it's cheap shit.
Works the same. Here, let me get you up, love.
Often leads to cheap shit that really helps.
Up you go, come on. Alright. Look at me. I'm gonna be confiscating this bottle, because I think you've had enough. Deep breath. Hold it for 4 seconds, then let it out for 4 seconds. Alright?
Yeah, just like a Paul taught me.
Yep. Sounds like a wise man.
Oh, he is.
I don't know him that well, only the few conversation I've have, but you know that trick comes from military experience.
I can tell you all about that.
I'm assuming. I assumed he was of military background because if he gave you that advice, so am I. Military. All right, now. All right, you're gonna be a strong girl, and you're gonna get through this, eh?
Okay.
All right, bang on. Now, get someplace safe. Here, armadillo, whatever. Clean yourself up. And, you know, we hold you in good regard. It's okay to be upset about these things. I don't blame you. No offense taken in any way. Are we good? There you go. We good?
Yeah. That's alright.
Yeah. Don't be acting a fool now. I want you to try to get plenty of rest and try not to, you know, enjoy too much Jameson on the way out.
And once you've gotten a bit sober, maybe, just jump in the lake. It's a nice place to swim. And,
One of the
get
cleaner
your
places
feet-
too.
That, definitely.
I'm not the best of swimmers, but floating sounds nice.
Yeah, just put your feet in. Just something.
Okay.
Are we good, Miss McManus?
Yeah,
Yeah?
we're good.
Alright, well... You can always talk to us if you're feeling like chatting, alright?
Okay. I'm not sure if I'll take you up on it.
Well,
But
not a lot of people do, but, I like to throw darts at a wall and see what sticks.
I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, well, someone's
Not a
got to, am I
problem.
right?
Stay safe, alright?
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, please. Don't beat yourself up.
If anything, just grab a fucking pillow, imagine it's my face, and start fucking wailing on it.
Oh, I do that sometimes as well.
I hope I left a better impression than that, at least.
Nah, you did. But, if you ever need to.
I'll keep it in mind. Be safe out there.
Be safe, Miss McManus.
I saw an opportunity, alright?
Let's go to Armadillo.
Oh, damn, that's cheap shite.
I mean, hey, the cheap shite definitely works.
Good day so far. But the day's so young, I can
I
still
thought
be
you said it
shot
was
at.
empty.
Yeah, for what it was nearly empty. I had whatever's left of it.
Ah, you mean you drank it? That's what. Okay.
Yes. What did you think I meant? Did you think I just threw it away?
No,
I thought you said you
you
got some whiskey, so I thought you still have it.
Oh, no, I fucking... Try it, please.
Sorry. Yeah, he's putting the open bottle of whiskey into his pockets.
I don't know,
Oh,
maybe
that was
Seems
fucking
like-
him!
What?
That was Van Cleef in Armadillo. He said y'all just missed me.
Motherfucker. Alright, tell them we're on our fucking way
Oh,
back.
good grief. I'm so embarrassed. Why did he say anything?
I don't fucking know. All he said was howdy.
Not our fault. I'm calling shenanigans on that.
I mean, we don't know what he looks
Exactly.
like, so it's,
I mean-
it's more his fault.
I mean, apparently, according to his letter, we have met.
We
before.
have?
Me and him have, apparently, but I don't fucking remember. I don't remember a lot of people.
Well, he was
Only if,
alone,
like,
so I think this
you're-
would be a good meeting.
if you're my enemy or my friend, I'll remember you. If you're don't mean shit to me, I don't give a shit.
Well, we're about to learn if he's friend or foe. That was incredibly rude, and I am so sorry.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Didn't know who you were.
Nah, that's fair enough.
Mr. Boone Van Cleef.
That is,
I am Jester. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Name is Bear.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm going to be very frank. I don't remember you.
That's fair enough. No, we had one or two interactions.
Yeah, that's not enough interactions for me to remember people by.
Exactly.
We've heard you got some complaints regarding Mr. Carter Evander,
Oh, I do.
and he's been telling us to avoid you, and he needs help dealing with you.
Oh, is that so? Is that what he's saying?
So, but after your letter to Bear and reading that to the gang, we decided otherwise. So we want to hear your side.
Clear my side, right? So me and my boys made the deal with his boys down. He had a ranch out here. Now we said, look, we're not going to give you any trouble. We even look after you out here, you know, as you do to the locals nearby. You don't rob those. You don't shit what you eat. Now, the issue we had was we said to him, look, you know, we do bad shit out here, but as long as you don't rat on us, you don't do this sort of shit, you're fine. Don't worry about it. He said, oh, well, I'll be your doctor. I was like, fantastic, you know, be our doctor. We'll work with you then. And we had a deal. Now, apparently, according to his ranch boys, he hadn't even told them about this deal. So he then decides to, very first time we got shot up, and it was here, we run back saying, right, look, we got some boys shut up. We need your help. Would you mind coming patch us up? He said, sure, I'll come patch you up. Next thing we know, deputies are on us in about 2 seconds flat. Now, I had a very solid lead from another deputy who was an associate of mine who told me Carter sent out a telegram telling us that we were there. So as far as I'm concerned, he blew up the deal right in our face. What makes it worse is we went back, we spoke to him again and said, look, what the hell? We had a deal. And frankly, they spat in our face. So that's where we ended off.
Well, I'll tell you what happened on our end. I met him in Saint Denis, and he was a good fella. He made me laugh, and we were having a good conversation. People kept thinking he was a jackdaw because he wore blue. And so we had a good conversation. That conversation led to me offering him a position in our gang, and he said I'd consider it, said a hard maybe. And then he dilly-dallied for over a week and didn't respond back to any telegrams or letters. And eventually, we were doing some robbing up back east, and we ended up robbing his girl unintentionally. Took a silver ring off of her. Of course, we didn't know who she was. Never met her before, so, you know, honest mistake there. But, so we robbed her, then he reaches out to us saying, hey, I want the ring back, you can keep the cash, but the ring's sentimental, so we're like, alright, come to our camp and you can collect it. He told us no, he knows better from his prior life as a gang member. And we're like, alright, so you're making a big deal out of nothing, fair enough. So then we
Sounds
go,
like him.
then we end up having to meet him in Rhodes at the church. Outside the church during services, and after a long talk, he was saying his grievances that the Van Cleefs were harassing him and his ranch, and that if there was a issue, that hey, could you help us out? And I said, well, we're not going to help you out. You're not a part of our gang, so it's not our problem. But what your business is, you can deal with it yourself. And then he offered, yeah, I could be your doctor, and I could keep an eye and an ear out for you. So we agreed to that, somewhat. And then after that, we ended up not talking. And then a few days ago, he writes me a letter saying that you're looking into Bear here and getting information on the Jackdaws. And that if we want more information about it, that we should contact him. And then, coincidentally, you write a letter to us the same day. So, funny how that works. So now
Funny, isn't it, a little bit?
Yep. So now we're here trying to figure out whose ass is what, you know?
Yeah, I get you. So, by the sound of it, he's trying to start shit between two groups.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, we originally offered him a position. He's a good candidate to be a part of our gang, but he threw that away, and now he's asking for help.
Funny enough, he tried the same shit with us.
So, my initial thought is that we work together and take out a common problem.
Trust me, there's quite a few groups who are working with me to try and deal with this common problem.
Who you got working with you?
So, there are a couple of gangs in state that don't like this man because he's, quote-unquote, a rat.
Oh, good. My favorite kind of rodent.
Let's see now. So, Ashen don't like him, Remnants don't like him, Callahans don't like him.
So every gang doesn't like him?
Every gang at the moment. I've spoken to a couple of them.
Alright.
They're not fans of him.
Well, hope I'm not speaking out of turn, Bear, but I say we work together and deal with our common problem. What do you think?
I mean, the way that I look at it, it's not particularly as if, it's not particularly as if he has, a big fucking group backing him or anything.
No.
Honestly, it's
chance.
yeah, it's more one of those things. If you see him around, you just grab him and fucking shoot him.
That's the plan at this point. In fairness, I brought his lady to the side and said, "Look, what the hell? We had a deal." Turns out she didn't know anything about it. He hadn't communicated that to her.
Oh, keeping the wife in the dark. That's smart.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling that he might have done the same thing when it came to our deal with him.
Funny that, isn't it?
I don't like this at all.
No, we didn't really either.
Honestly, I don't particularly think anybody needs to work together on this. Mostly, again, it's not against a gang or a group. It's one fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess it's
if
more
anyone
one of those things of who the fuck grabs them first.
Yeah, I've said that to the other groups as well. If you grab him before I do, just teach him a lesson and end it there. But knowing him, he'll always push back. He'll always be like, "Right, it's my turn to take a swing at them. Then they've struck me. I need to strike back."
Does he have the people for that? Or the
Well,
pole?
no, and that's the problem. He doesn't.
What about his ranch hands? Are they fighters?
No. Well, one acts like his lady decided that she was going to send me a letter saying, "I'm going to meet you. Let's talk about this like adults." And I turned around and said, "Right, you come alone then, and you're going to get absolutely fucked up." And she came alone. So she's not too bright.
So, quick question. You guys live in New Austin, correct?
Yeah, we're out here.
How many people do live in New Austin?
What you're talking about the Van Cleefs? You're talking about in general?
Van
In
Cleefs.
general. No, in general.
Oh.
All right, in general, you've got out here. You have Buck Reed's group, and you have Redmond's out here as well. They're not. They don't come out this far most of the time.
Yeah, they're more Thieves Landing, right?
Yeah, their
And Blackwater.
sphere of influence, shall we say, ends in McFarland. So we agreed with them that that's our mutual ground out that way. So any sort of business dealings, that sort of thing. If someone needs a neutral party area, that's where we're going to go.
Fair enough. Reason I'm asking is because, well, the ways that shit used to be done in New Austin, I lived here for quite some time. He's a nuisance, right? And he's a rat.
Correct.
If you can grab him, make an example out of him. Don't grab him, bring him somewhere and shoot him. Grab
That's
him,
the plan. Don't you
drop
worry.
him up somewhere and make sure that his employees fucking see it and know what happens if they're rats.
That's the plan.
If you need
mean,
help with
again-
it, I'm always down to help.
Oh, I might go find him today. Who knows? Currently, I need to be a bit careful because I'm not getting around at the moment, and I've got that lovely poster up right now.
Yep.
We might still talk to him, just because I like to hear how people like to get themselves out of bullshit.
I'm curious, actually, what he's going to say to that, because what everything he's told you right now that I've just heard is a big fat lie. The only thing was inquiring about was the only reason I found out you were involved at all was because of his lady.
Gotcha.
Well, we're not
Otherwise, I
exactly
wouldn't know.
involved. It just sounds like we're in a similar position where he's trying to make friends with everyone, but also rats them out at his convenience.
And I'm
Sounds like,
assuming, honestly, that when it comes to you inquiring about me, that most likely be more my full legal name due to the fact that I don't think I introduced myself as Arthur Raines or Arthur Bear
you
Raines.
yourself as Bear last time we met.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how he got your name, but that's how I found it out.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, no. Gotta be honest with you. It was a case of, what was it? His lady said, "Oh, Arthur Raines, also known as Bear, was the one who did all this short shit." And I was like, okay, well, that's his name. Didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you just talking with her about shit. Is
Oh,
him
so
being
I
like,
see.
oh, they're asking information.
Yeah, essentially it was, I said, "Right, what the hell's going on?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's already been approached by a gang known as the Jackdaws, who run by Arthur Rain's bear. And I was like, right, well, I don't know him. And no way is he an idiot, so what the hell's going on?
Let's just put it like this. He almost got shot once already. Because of the way that he behaved.
Sounds about right. I almost shot him the other day.
Where's this ranch?
All right, I can show you that if you want.
It's the one in between here and Tumbleweed.
Can you take me there?
Yeah, I can take you there.
I want to see it, boss. We need all the information we can get.
I think they moved out from there, but it might be a...
Second Chance Ranch?
Correct.
That's the one. Alright, lead the way, Boone.
All right. Keep in mind, if bounty hunters show up, we're in a bit of shit.
Well,
Doubtful bounty hunters come into New Austin they never have before.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I've been sniffing after the fort where we stay.
well, I like you. I'll help you out.
I appreciate it.
As a show of
Where
good
do
faith.
you all stay?
We're up by Fort Mercer.
Good place.
Well, it
The
is.
old
It's not.
Comanche spawn.
Yeah, it's also. I know that the Texas Devils stayed up there as well.
I haven't heard that name in forever.
Yep. All right, let's go right here.
Let's look for signs of life.
There used to be a campfire. Oh, it's still there.
How do you do?
Oh, I found their love letter.
Sir?
Watch out, dog.
Well, I'm truly shocked.
Nothing here except your love letter, I can assume. You wrote it.
Which one?
The one on their porch that says, get the fuck out.
I'm curious. That one may.
This seems like an old letter, but it's there.
Might be my brother's letter. I ain't seen that one before.
It mentions rats.
Yeah, that's my brother's letter.
Nothing here outside of that, so we're at the right place. Maybe they moved, or maybe their signs
Yeah.
fell off.
I mean, last time I saw them, they were out Saint Denis way, but this,
That's where they. He says he stays in Saint Denis. Last I talked to him. Maybe. I don't know.
Stupid fucking decision to live in Saint Denis but have your business down here.
absolutely.
Or maybe he got scared away.
The way we
Nope.
couldn't trap him is if you said y'all wanted to meet him again to discuss everything, and then I show up.
You know, nobody that stays in Saint Denis will ever be accepted in fucking New Austin business-wise.
There you go. See a man of reason there.
Yeah, Saint Denis folk and New Austin folk don't get along.
No, they don't.
Completely different kinds of people.
I mean, again, we were out there, I think it was the other day, and we met the Callahans because, oh yeah, keep in mind there's, most of the Callahans decent, but there's one, Simon Caulfield, he runs his mouth,
All right.
so just watch out for him
Good to
because
know.
he shouted at my people. I wasn't there for it, so don't quote me on it,
Sure.
but he was shouting at my folk, you want to start a gang war? When we were, I think we robbed his lady, but we weren't vicious. We had no guns out. We just asked for, I think it was some food I think we got from her. And he wanted to start a gang war over it. So just be careful with him. I'm going to speak to Michael Callahan about that because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, when it comes to them, we should be fine.
Yeah, I assumed you
One-
would be.
Somebody within their group used to be an old Jackdaw prospect a long time ago.
You mind telling me which one that is so I know to get my eyes peeled?
Her name is Ellie, however, her last name has changed. As far as I know, she married into the fucking group.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I still consider her family, so.
I mean, that's fair. I think at some point, if you boys need extra pairs of hands to do jobs, just hit me up and we'll see if I can get some of my boys out to help you out.
A kind offer, thank you.
We'll keep it in mind.
Yep. I mean, I'm no longer in the fence business, but, you know, shit goes down, you know, you need friends.
Yeah, of course.
Shit different day.
You've made a better introduction than Carter did, so I'm inclined to take your side on that.
I don't have an ego unlike Carter.
Yeah, I can tell.
Alright, we'll be needing to head out. You stay safe.
Yeah, alright. Keep your heads down. Stay safe. You need me. You've got my telegram. You got my letters.
What'll do?
Sounds good.
Alright. Take care, folks. Don't die out there.
Neither. Same to you. Don't
I
die.
don't plan to.
Alright, I have to say it.
What?
Why does he look like a fucking cheap version of me?
Maybe he's a fan. He likes what you do.
Jesus Christ. Let's head out towards Blackwater.
Yeah. I'll let you know if I can meet him later, and if I'll let you know how the meeting went. If I do end up meeting with him.
With, Carter.
No, with the pastor.
Gotcha. Sounds good to me.
Yep. I'm usually around later anyway, so I like to socialize and mingle, so if anything comes up, I'll just let you know like I usually do in letter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get that possibility of socializing at the moment.
It's fine.
However, one thing that I do want to mention.
What?
Sonny and Lip both left state.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That means there's no witnesses.
So plausible deniability.
There's no witnesses to place me at the fucking crime.
Let's check telegrams and then we'll see what's what.
Yep, nothing from the father.
Alright, well, get some rest, all of you. Talk to you later.
You gonna get some rest too, or?
Yeah.